Aye, but you can. I would offer them something. I would throw a dog a bone.
But I'm never telling you, if you say to them, your wages will double if you vote yes, and we guarantee it and get it in writing, they would still say no.
Oh, you got to be more subtle than that.
No, that's how blatant that they are.
No, well, this is how blatant I would be. This is how blatant I would be. I was saying,
you've seen the video of them when they were playing fourth or something like that. Remember about the union? They were talking to the Asian guy about we're fucking singing Alex Salmon, Shaz Grannies, and we're unionists, and come on England, and fuck SNP and all that. You must have seen that video. About half a million people have watched it by now. In fact, I sent it to you when it came out. Did you see it?
Aye.
Like, even the Huns are embarrassed at that. But that is what you're up against. How could you speak to anybody like that?
Well, I can. I'll pick up the fucking phone and say, listen, you're a bunch of sick, degenerate...
No, but you shouldn't do that. You should phone up and don't say who you are. Phone up some Huns, try it tonight and say, we're just doing a wee survey here. We're talking about independence. Are you willing to tell us if you're a yes or no? You phone a Hun and guarantee fucking no, by the way. No matter what you say, they'll say, yeah.
Are you saying I couldn't convince a few?
I hope you could. Hey, by the way, you know what I'm worried about?
Don't worry about nothing.
No.
I've got an offer
no,
for them. I've got an offer for them.
You started this at the start of the show. I'm worried that if the polls go in your favour in the last month,
That's
Cameron...
shocking. See if the polls get a vote in this. What would be the Remainers?
The polls are voting yes, by the way.
What would the Remainers? How the fuck have how the polls and Remainers getting a vote in this? Fucking shocking.
But look, if you stay in Scotland, you get a vote. Now, anyway, I'm worried in case Cameron nobbles the English FA to say that Celtic and Rangers could get to play down south, but only if they're part of the UK. I'm worried about that, because it might sound a simple thing to you, but I bet you a lot of Celtic fans would say it too, not me.
That's why I put a question earlier on, aye, because a lot of Celtic fans would grab it.
Yeah, I know, but they're modern day fucking traitors, aren't they?
Well, that would be a clincher as well. Just imagine you work hard on that, and then right at the end, just when you convince a few unionists to jump ship, and all the doubters,
and then you say that, aye.
And then they just pull the rug.
I was thinking about that.
They pull the rug for the core voters.
Oh.
But that is one of their tactics. Even if they don't do it for the football, there'll be something else there where they'll look to do it is to take the core voters.
There's Chris on the board saying that he votes aye, his missus votes no.
Sure.
Well, Chris, if you're listening, you'll need to try harder to vote yes.
Sack your wife, that's what we need to say.
Sack your wife. Did you say sack there?
Sack the wife, sack the board. Sack the UK, sack the wife and sack the board.
Yeah, sack the board. Okay. Hey, listen, better let somebody else on, eh?
That's it, you're banned, away you go.
Listen, Tommy.
Aye.
See if you can phone up a Hun and ask who's voting.
I will. Right, I'm away now.
Right, okay, bud, cheers.
God
See you
bless,
later.
speak to you soon, right?
Bye.
Right. Somebody's put a number out on Twitter here, and I've got the number here. I'm just going to phone it. Chris gave us this number. Look at this, Dafty. This was a while ago, mind you, but let's see if the hassles are still up. Yes, that's an idea. I'll phone up as part of my own independent crackpot canvassing team. I've been meaning to make a day show for a while, but I've not had a chance. Right, nobody's there. Oof. Right, what's this? Claire. Chris, ask her why they would want us to stay. My missus is from a Hun family. Get our family on then. Right, where's Claire? Claire Campbell, come on. Don't be shy, Claire, come on. Don't be shy, give it a try. Phone in. Right. Oh, dear me. Patriot game, I suppose. Right.
Come all you young rebels, and list while I sing. For the love of one's country is a terrible thing. It banishes fear with the speed of a flame, and it makes us all part of the patriot game. My name is O'Hanlon, I've just turned 16. My home is in Monaghan, that's where I was weaned. Well, I learned all my life cruel England to blame, and so I am part of the patriot game. It's barely 2 years since I wandered away with the local battalion of the bold IRA. They told me of heroes, and I wanted the same, to play out my part in the patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in the chest, his wounds from the battle of bleeding and bare, his fine body twisted, all battered and lame, that soon made me part of the patriot game. This island of ours has for long been half free, 6 counties still under John Bull's tyranny. So I gave up my boyhood to drill and to train, and to play my own part in the patriot game. And now as I lie here, my body all holds, I think of those traitors who bargained and sold. Well, I wish that my rifle had given the same to the Chrislings who sold out the patriot game. Da la 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 la.
with his men as hard as steel, and we drove the bloody rebels to the sea. Before the guns were stilled, there were many hundreds killed. There's many an Irish girl sad tonight. When the smoke had cleared, it was just as we had feared. Captain Taggart lay wounded on the ground, with his head upon my knee, there he met eternity. I proudly closed his eyes and then I cried. And it's whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the night. Another Irish soldier lad has fought his final fight. We'll toast him till we're drunk, boys, and douse the candlelight, and tell them Captain Taggart is coming home tonight. Well, we took his body home, and the drums and pipes did drone, and pulled a fine black casket through the streets, and then told his grieving wife that he loved her more than life, and gave to his young son his father's soul. Now the people, they all dream of an Ireland free and green, where nowhere can be heard the battle cry. The fighting's gone too long and it just drags on and on. I'd like to know some peace before I die. And it's whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the night. Another Irish soldier lad has fought his final fight. We'll toast him till we're drunk, boys, and douse the candlelight, and tell them Captain Taggart is coming home tonight. Well, it's whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the night. Another Irish soldier lad has fought his final fight. We'll toast him till we're drunk, boys, and douse the candlelight, and tell them Captain Taggart is coming home tonight. He's coming home tonight. He's coming home tonight.
Right, we're back live. Sorry for that wee panic earlier on, and because what happens sometimes when my mic comes out of the socket, I have to reset the show, or you won't hear the other caller. But it seemed to be okay there, so we'll crack on without further ado. If you can still hear me out there, crackpots. Right, we've still got a long way to go. We started the show half an hour early, so we're only 2:30, so we've still got an hour and 15 yet. Right, I'm going to try and get up early and do a show tomorrow during the day. I was planning to do it today, but I got sidetracked for most of the day, you know what I mean? No. I've had that. Why did I not pull over? Yeah, there we go, this is the one we wanted.